Well, hello everybody. I've had a lot of people ask me about how to get TV reception without being on cable. It's got so expensive. Now what you're looking at here is my antenna. It's up on top of my barn. It's probably about 25, 30 feet up in the air. Now this is called a UHF antenna. There's two types of antennas, UHF and VHF. That's very high frequency and ultra high frequency. Now this is a double UHF. You see it's got two of the same antennas on both sides. Now I'm in an area where I probably shouldn't even be getting TV reception with an antenna. I've got a mountain over here and a mountain over the other way. And I'm down in a valley, and I'm probably a good 60 miles from a station. Now I'm using a UHF antenna because my channels that NBC, ABC, CBS, and Fox, and PBS are my local channels, and they're coming from Huntsville, Alabama. Now this antenna, if you look at it, it's got little bow ties on one side. Those are supposed to be pointed towards the station. But because of my area here, I think I'm getting a reflection off of my neighbor's tin roof. So it worked better turning it away from the opposite of the station. So anyway, that's my antenna, and that's the way it works, and that's the way I'm having to do it. It's up in the air quite a bit, but I'm going over a mountain, over a ridge, and then about 60 miles from the station. And along with this antenna, I have an amp on it. If you can see it there in all those wires, it's that part right there. That amplifies the signal. Now it's plugged in on the inside of the house to a 110 outlet, but I have to have that amp too. And of course it's hooked up with RG6 coax. All right, we'll go inside now and see how it's working. Okay, we're back inside. I have the amp is plugged up in here. You see there's a red light, and I've also got another amp in here too. And the reason for that is because, like I say, I'm in an area where basically I really even shouldn't even be picking up a signal. Now with an antenna, you got the UHF and the VHF, and I'm using the UHF just because that's what my local stations are on here where I live. But you can go online and Google it, and it'll give you an idea of the channels that's around you. But anything over 50 or 60 miles, you know, you have to have some setup kind of like I've got to pick it up good. Okay, this is my TV. It's a Vizio. All right. I've got it connected. A Roku connected to it, and I'll show you that in a little bit. And it's a Vizio TV. It's a Vizio TV. There's the Roku I've got connected to it. This TV Vizio has the streaming video built into it, but it don't update where the Roku does. So you're better off just to buy a Roku and put it on your TV, unless you buy a Roku TV, to me, because the ones that come in a TV get out of date and they may or may not update. Okay, here's my TV remote. I'm going to switch inputs here and put it on TV, which will be the antenna that we were looking at outside. Okay, there's the antenna. And that's 42. and that's 48, which is NBC. Okay, and with each one of these antenna stations, you get 2 other channels, so that's 3 channels off of. See, there's a channel called Bounce, and there's 51, which is Fox network station, and there's 54.2, which is another Fox channel, and here's MTV, which is another Fox channel. Then we got 19, which is CBS here. And you notice the picture's good, but I've got a double UHF antenna and a preamp on it and another amp here inside, which I call a pusher amp. And here's 19.2. And then I got PBS channels, there's 3 of them. And then I've got CBS, channel 31.1 here. And then there's back to NBC. So, you know, and they're all good. I have a little trouble with NBC at certain times of the year. It may kind of kick out or something. But, you know, there's TV without cable. Cable's about $120 to $150 just for cable here. Internet, I'm on Spectrum. It runs $60 to $63 a month. But you kind of got to have internet nowadays. So that's the reason I've got the Roku. Now, we'll show you the Roku. I'll take my TV remote and I'll switch inputs, and I've got the Roku hooked on number 3 here. Okay, and now it's on Roku. Okay, we'll take the Roku remote here and I'll hit home, and you see there's what the Roku looks like. And you can go down there and you can put a lot of different channels on there. You notice I got Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and the Roku itself has channels: Crackle, the History Channel, and Amazon Prime, PBS, which I'm getting on the antenna. There's NBC 48 here that I also get on the antenna. But if you know antenna's not working on 48, I told you sometimes it don't work real good. I can watch the news on here. And on the Roku remote, you just move it over, and so you want to watch Hulu. Hulu, I pay about $11 a month for it with no commercials. You can get it for about 8 or 9 if you want to watch a commercial. I just don't like watching a commercial. But here's what Hulu looks like, and you just select your name, and then it loads. And there you go. That's Hulu. And we'll go back and we'll go over to Netflix. And you just hit enter on Netflix. And then there's me, I'm Tiger, so we're going Tiger and we're on Netflix. And we can go back. And here's the way Netflix looks on here. All different kinds of ways that you can use Netflix. You just move up and down here, you find the program you want to watch. So you got more TV than you can keep up with. And Netflix, It's about $10 a month. And you can just add all kinds of channels. So that's the way I watch TV without having cable TV. So if that helps you any, if you got any questions, I don't care to answer them. Please subscribe and ask me any questions you want and hit like. Thanks for watching.